Still lagging a bit from the world just loading up. And I don't need this render distance up at 10 at all. Certainly not for what I'm doing. Alright, so welcome back to the stream. Last we left off, I basically stopped streaming in this cave here, right in front of a cave spider spawner. So I could just grind out spider eyes, basically, because I basically need those to make magic mending solutions, so I stopped off here to grind out a bunch. Also tempted to maybe explore the rest of these mine shafts here, before I'm ready to leave, that is. See if I can possibly stumble into something else that's interesting. Just realized I didn't need to actually make torches. Still had a couple left over anyways. Right, so what could maybe be in some of these other mine shaft tunnels here? Because the whole prospect of finding an enchanted book is always interesting, because it could always be mending if I'm really lucky. It's considered a treasure enchantment, and yes, you can get it from mine shafts. But that's just super unlikely to even happen, but it's possible. Chances are so low, but it could happen. Except now I can't even hit this damn spider here. Oh, hi there, welcome back. So I basically stopped my previous Ascension stream inside the middle of this mine shaft in front of a cave spider spawner because I was just here basically grinding out spider eyes earlier. And I still feel like actually killing a couple more of these for their eyes, actually. I'm gonna have to make my magic mending solution somehow. How do you get it full for free? I don't exactly remember the entire process because I cracked it years ago. Nothing really happened to it exactly. I just did get sidetracked with Minecraft again, of course. And I still will be able to find more time for that anyways. Possibly tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, maybe the weekend. That's a lot of coal. Don't feel like I need to pick it up, though. That plus, I'm just going to want to make sure I have a lot of spare time in my hands for World 9 before jumping into that. Right, that seems to lead into a ravine. I'd rather just stay in the mine shaft, though, since I don't see any more of the mine shaft down the ravine here. I'll basically just stay in the mine shaft. Going to quickly look around for treasure, maybe. And take, like, the very slight chance of possibly getting a mending book. even though I don't see it happening, I'm still gonna probably shoot for it, most likely. Okay. Trying to just, like, basically clear out every tunnel. Another carved rune of space. And another notch apple. That's 2 notch apples found on the same trip. Interesting. Yup. 2 notch apples right there. You are definitely not seeing things that is for real. That's another spider spawner right there. Am I going to... Do you actually have them on your channel? I am a bit curious. Do you have those on your channel, actually? That's a dungeon right there. Skeleton dungeon. I needed arrows and bones, but I don't need them that badly. And that right there is a skeleton dungeon. Another carved rune of space, and just a regular golden apple. Still always nice to see. Not right now, I'm in the middle of a stream though. Freaking skeleton, what are you doing? I'm still really busy just exploring these mine shafts here, see like what kind of random stuff I can stumble into. Cause it's just always interesting to see like what you're gonna end up with. You never know what you're gonna get out here. And that just leads back there. I've seen those tunnels already. And if I go follow down here, I'm gonna find spiders. If I can touch them, that would be great. And that's the chest with the notched apple I just saw earlier. And in here, there's just gonna be, of course, more spiders. Well, it's okay. Don't have to pay that much attention to hunt down these spiders, because I have such good armor. Well, I can always look at your channel and done the stream anyways. So what's over here? Looks like I've probably been down there, or there's a torch. Doesn't look like I've seen these tunnels yet. If you want to, by all means, but I think I'd actually rather see you actually do that Japanese Luigi's Adventure playthrough. I mean, you said you basically got up to World 9 on that save stateless. Seeing proof of that would be pretty cool. Like I said, I can believe you because it's definitely feasible. I mean, I'm on World 9 myself. There's just more and more of this mine shaft. I didn't think I'd find a mine shaft this huge. I was basically stumbling around, just simply not even noticing there was like a whole other part of the mine shaft until like near the end of the other stream. Well, I'm gonna get my spiders at least. Well, there's some spider eyes for me. And a bit of extra amethyst, because why not? That's just basically really easy silver coins. I think I'm gonna go down here to get the amethyst, most likely. And there's suddenly skeletons everywhere. 2 skeletons in front of me. Now I need to just figure out when my armor might break apart, because my helmet's been low on durability for a long time now. And where are all these zombies coming from? But just for you, I will do it. Would you like to see them? That would be much appreciated. I think I'll actually unequip the speed helmet just to be sure we don't end up losing the thing. I'll take it off. Sure, I'll slow down, but at least until I get out of this mine shaft, I'll probably keep it unequipped. When I know I'm not going to be doing too much fighting, I think it's going to be safe to just put it back on, most likely. But if I'm bound to be doing a lot of fighting, probably keeping it off might be the best idea. Just finding more and more stuff, apparently. Just gonna bring it on over. And then move these here. And that's just a couple more torches. I will just take the torches, because why not? I mean, I can always use them no matter what. Man, another room. Another open room here. And just more tunnels to look through. So yes, this mine shaft was way bigger than I originally anticipated. And there's still probably so many tunnels I have yet to actually take a look through. Yeah, mine shafts usually are that big. I think I might have just stumbled into an entirely new section of the mine shaft I haven't even seen yet. Lo and behold, I just found sapphire in the mine shaft. Well, let's just snap it up. What a pleasant surprise. We got sapphire. 11 sapphires. We just found them. We just randomly found them in a mine shaft somewhere. So yeah, this mine shaft does go pretty deep. Deep enough to find sapphire, apparently. Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna find in these. It's just so fun. Spelunking mine shafts. You just never know what you're gonna end up with in here. So many surprises, you can't really see them all coming, really. There's basically surprises everywhere in these mine shafts. I think I just killed some ghost. Runium, that's always useful. I'm not gonna carry those fences for sure. Still a lot of other good stuff I'm just actually leaving behind since I don't feel like I'll need it. I guess I'll go up here, see where this leads to. Right, back to this dark room. I just completely walked past this. Completely walked right by it. And then even more tunnels to look through. You could be lost in these mine shafts forever, practically. They're that huge. I don't even remember what this thing was supposed to be called. But apparently I can one-shot it. Even with a Troll Basher axe. Yeah, these mine shafts practically go on forever. If I want to keep exploring, I need more torches, basically, to do so. I'm going to probably have to leave eventually. I don't want to spend, like, too much time in here and not doing other things. There's another spider spawner right there. So more chances of spider eyes just immediately, basically. I think I can afford to break that spawner, though. Oh, more runium. That's most likely just going to go towards energy runes. Since I use those frequently with Caillou Staff, that's probably where those runium ores are going to go to, most likely. I want to be careful around here. I hear a trickster. I know these guys can be pretty powerful at times. And it looks like I just found another ruined teleporter. If I want to pick up that rune, I guess I can. I'm not gonna really need it though. Another carved rune of space. I got 5 of these so far, this one trip. And we just stumbled into another ruined teleporter somehow. I was thinking, wait, this rock looks kind of funny. And then I just realized, like, what I stumbled into. Except I'm pretty sure I don't need to actually gather any more ancient rocks at all. So I'll just leave that teleporter as is. Still interesting to run into that, too. I think I'm actually going to start heading out at this point and going back to spawn, basically. That's a lot of spider eyes. I think it's safe to say we can leave at this point. And I'll just eat some Rosodons to teleport straight out of the mineshaft. I'll put the speed helmet back on and try to just stay out of fights. That's to not risk having it break. So we'll most likely just run back to spawn, and we'll kill whatever spiders we do see along the way, but it's probably mostly just going to be running. Especially when it's daytime and no new spiders spawn in. I'd probably be more inclined to see the more difficult levels. Just see how well you handle stuff like Fennel Castle and Castle of Mine. To be specific, like the World 5 and 8 castles. It's crazy stuff like that. And yes, Castle of Mine is ridiculously easy in the OSE version. Especially when you compare it to like its original counterpart. It's basically the same level, but it just removed all the hardest rooms. And we just found a mesa biome. And it looks like we'll be running through one of these on our way back. Yeah, so did I, actually. I was about to at least consider using save states just to actually figure out how that last obstacle was intended to be done legit. But I did do it save stateless regardless. It would have been mainly just to know exactly how I did that obstacle in the first place. And then just try to do it legitimately from there, basically. Seventh Castle wasn't too crazy. Maybe except for that very first obstacle in the vertical section. We just had to fall very quickly underwater to just basically not get squished by the jellyfish. Yeah, there's this vertical underwater room where you gotta just fall fast enough to not get squished by jellyfish. And the timing's very tight, so that gave me a bit of a hard time. I found personally 5th Castle to be way harder than 7th. I'm starting to think this part of the mesa might actually look familiar. I think I might actually stumble into that desert village. Well, those desert villages that I actually trade a lot of papers to the librarians in. I think I'm gonna run into those again, actually. Well, that's up to you, actually. Yeah, I actually recognize these desert villages right now. I recognize these coordinates. I can assure you, yes, I have definitely been to these villages. I have definitely been to these. This guy's still not interested in my paper, apparently. That's a sign that I've definitely been here. And there's just some sticks lying around. Those don't just magically appear. So I guess we'll start running back from here to spawn. It's not going to be a very long journey anyways. So it shouldn't be long before we're just back at spawn. Also with a bit of extra food to boot as well. And some experience. I'm at level 35. I'm probably going to want to just burn through that and get some enchanted books to use for later. Probably going to want to actually use that experience before I just end up inevitably losing it to something dumb. That is a giant ravine right there. I think I'm gonna have to just jump in anyways. Pick up this coal. And then find some random caves. I'll just get out of these with Rosodons. Back on the surface already. Since I still have plenty of food, I can just do sprinting with like no consequence. And if I want more food, there's just some here. I'll take up the offer on more food here. Shouldn't have to spend much time killing the animals and just taking the food. So I'll do it. That was just like an easy 14 pork chops. That's gonna last for a while too, by the way. That might last for a bit. So we're about still 1,000 blocks away from spawn. So 1,000 blocks or so away from home. Still shouldn't be that long to get back since we are going with speed armor. Goblins in the way. Another goblin. I really don't want to lose an armor piece. If enough goblins get in shots at me, then maybe I will end up losing one if enough of those guys hit me. Would you like to hear me rage on Castle 5? Maybe. I'm pretty sure Physicist would be, like, more willing to say yes. Because I know how it's gonna feel. I've been to Castle 5. Wait, was I not even picking up the chicken? I don't even think I was picking the chicken up. No, I'm pretty sure I just left that chicken behind by accident. Didn't even really realize I was doing so. Okay, I know you beat this shit before, but you did, but doing it again will piss me off. I mean, clearing it the first time is probably going to be the hardest, really. Like, your first clear of that level is probably the hardest anyways. I think we're actually getting very close right now. Yeah, we're definitely under 500 blocks away at this point. Now I definitely recognize those little houses. It was about 30 minutes spent just getting more spider eyes, exploring the rest of the mine shaft, and then just basically running back home. Alright, so let's also just cook some food, since I did find quite a bit of raw food just on the way back. Yeah, it's gonna be night soon, so let me just sleep soon, I guess. Put that there and there. So let's get some of this food cooked, basically. And then we'll basically just sleep off the night. Because I don't really have anything I need to do at night right now. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to be cooked. Not really so, but stuff that has to be processed, of course. Quite a bit of ore we came across, so we have to process it all. Yeah, we got a lot of limonite. Probably not, it's only gone on for like 30 minutes, really. Also ended up finding some rosite. Interesting, to say the least. Some extra rosite that I'm not gonna have to pay for, basically. That's always welcome. If I don't have to pay for it, then hey, it's always nice to hear. So let's make a bunch of fermented spider eyes. I always wanted to do this. Bam, look at that. 58 spider eyes. And then 34 more still just gonna be sitting here. Bam. This will last us for quite a while. So I have 4 items I would like to repair right now. I realized I didn't actually buy the repair dust yet, so let's do that too. I have to buy the repair dust. Otherwise, we still can't actually use it. So I'll quickly go back to that Lotto Man's and just buy the repair dust. Okay, I don't know if you knew before, but you know what regrab is before I told you? I don't think I did. Well, maybe I did, but maybe I didn't know the terminology. Oh, debug, you actually got past the Q on 2B2T? It was so easy to get out of spawn. Well, whether or not it's easy, it basically varies. I think it mainly just depends on if anyone's actually spawn camping. If anyone's just basically hunting down new players. Or as they're called, spawn fags. Oh, I thought that was a bomb carrier. No, it's a metalloid. So yeah, it basically varies. If there are like very few or no spawn fags running around, then escaping shouldn't be that hard. In other words, like, it's just, will people be out there trying to kill you before it can even get off your feet, basically? Yes, that's terminology some people use. Not my words, someone else's words. I certainly as hell didn't come up with that term. Oh right, I also want to process this runium I have. Now that this food's done cooking, let's throw the runium in the furnaces. Just get the yellow switch, you'll be fine. Well, you actually need the yellow switch to beat the ROM hack. Thankfully, it's super easy to get to. Yes, in case you're wondering, you actually do need that switch, from what I've seen. Also, ended up with freaking 11 sapphires. Without even trying to find them. I got 11 sapphires for free, basically. And also some extra amethyst. And I guess that rose eye was probably just from the foraging skill. Because of course I did some mining. I'll just put some more amethyst into block form, I guess. Mushroom level's not that hard. It doesn't look like it could probably be that bad. There's probably still going to be harder levels than that, I can imagine. I'm honestly not too intimidated by the mushroom tunnel. I doubt I'll have time to watch absolutely everything. In fact, I can only imagine I won't have time to watch absolutely everything. And that's just some more limonite. While the rest of this processes, I'm going to just actually repair the stuff I need to repair right now. Did I beat Ninja Gaiden 1? As a matter of fact, I beat the entire NES trilogy. And it looks like we're going to need new lava very soon. Now let's also repair this thing. And we'll also have to get lava. So I'm ready to just continue on facing the world, basically. We can go back out like this and continue to take on the world. Okay, you know the shitty game For Honor, I did a montage, if you like to watch it. For Honor's the name of the game, right? And how bad is it anyways? Okay, so it was actually the carved rune of space I was missing all this time, and I got 5 of them. I got 5 of these. So now I can build like 2 more pores if I wish to do so. And I also ended up with this. I already have a Silk Touch pickaxe, so I think we can actually throw this thing out. I'll just throw it away. I know most people wouldn't, but I'm pretty sure I don't need it. Right, there's a goblin somewhere around here. And then there's another one here. I think I'll be able to throw the shears out. I can always make another pair. Super easy to replace. So it's a PS4 game is what you're trying to say. Yeah, I got like plenty of white wool from that trip. So I ended up with a lot of string. Spiders drop string. I turned that to wool. I basically just ended up with this getting spider eyes because that's kind of what would happen. I don't know if I can use the boat as furnace fuel. I'd like to see if I actually can. I don't know if I can. It's still actually burning through the coal right now. Because I don't feel like I need to carry another random boat. Especially since they don't stack. So I'm pretty sure I can throw that away. No problem. Right, so what was in here exactly? A bit of random stuff. Extra staff I got. And also extra realm stone that I can always just sell off later. I still have a couple more random items. All sorts of random items, actually. I don't know how I got 2 notch apples out of that whole trip, but hey. You know, I'm definitely gonna take them, I'm not complaining. 2 notch apples. Even finding one would have been crazy, but no, I got 2. But no, let's get 2 of them, actually. Never mind just getting 1. The extra gold coin will also be, like, nice to have. We have 54 diamond blocks, and we're just gonna only end up with more, aren't we? Oh, hi there, Data Velis. I went on a mining trip, trying to find a spider spawner in a mine shaft. I found a lot more than just a simple spider spawner, I can tell you that much. Like, we came back from a nice and lengthy mining trip, and we have a lot to show for it. But now I'm basically just getting finished with putting everything away at this point. And yes, that includes a massive fuck ton of limonite. We should not be running out of this for a long time. Especially since I don't even use it that much anyways. The extra gold coin is also always nice. And extra leather. I think it's safe to say I can throw a bit of this stuff away. I don't feel like I'm ever going to use this enchantment, but I'll keep the book anyway in case maybe I change my mind one of these days. Just want to see if there's anything extra I know I can throw out. This stuff I know I'm not going to keep. Alright, so I think I just spent an entire day sorting through all the stuff I had. Alright, so what kind of enchantment work can we do here? I did look at some bosses I'll likely be fighting in the future. And I know for some of the bosses you absolutely want to have explosion resistance, so I could take this avenue to get the explosion resistance. Could go with Omni Armor. I'll probably try the Omni most likely. And I'm gonna just try and use up the levels I have, so they basically don't just get wasted. So I'm ideally shooting for high levels of just default protection. Except now I'm not seeing any more of those show up. I'm basically just taking whatever shows up, even though this might not be in my best interest ultimately. Right, so what can we use? Among all this, what can we actually use? For starters, I'm doing that. How many protection books did I get? I know I got this, but can I make protection 3 or not? It doesn't look like I can, though. I'll probably have to do more enchanting work later. I also kind of want to know what books I can absolutely say for sure I'm throwing out. Something's behind me. That's probably gonna try and, like, attack me if I just ignore it. Maybe I should try and keep the rest of these. I think I will keep the rest of those, perhaps. Breaking 3 on that helmet would be nice to start. So let's go and do that right now. If I just had more room to place the rest of these books, except I don't really have that much room to put them. Maybe I can use this one up quickly. I guess I will. I think I'll just toss this out, for lack of other better things to do with it. Right, all these armor pieces now have Unbreaking 3 on them. Now I just need to get good protection levels on the armor set, and then I can actually start going around using it. Then I basically have another armor set to start using. And let's just cook some more food while we're here. I guess I'll take the bread out for like the next trip I go on. Except now I need to decide where I'd like to go. I could always go back to Christevia since I know that's relatively safe. Or I could maybe start focusing on other different dimensions I have not touched in a while. Touched Christevia lately. Precasia, I could go back and maybe look for underground dens here. Could go here and maybe continue to grind out petals. I could go here to grind out exoheads and train hunters some more. I could go and exchange all my lotto tokens in Mysterium. I could do more work in Lunalis. More exploration here. If I get more gold coins, then I can actually try this again. I could continue exploring Salive also. Candyland, I don't feel like going back to right away. I could try and replace my Mercurial armor set here, and maybe look at battling the boss in this dimension. Deeplands doesn't have much for me right now. Fox Ponds still has quite a bit for me, but I think I'd rather just get mending on my face mask before really diving back in to fight the boss there. Abyss doesn't have too much left for me at this point. Haven is just going to be like find a Rock Rider boulder. And likely come up unsuccessful, those are rare. Could continue to mine ore in Shirelands. Could maybe try and get ready for this boss here. Or also maybe do Hydralisk. I'm not ready to really do anything in Dustopia still. I don't have the Hunter level to actually get Primordial Skulls and Dust. Farming Parsecs is going to be boring. I know we have not been in Mysterium for a while, and I have quite a few tokens to actually trade in. I will need an Ender chest, though. Better yet, I think I can actually just... No, I have one here. Since I know I'm going to have to Death Warp, ultimately, to get out of Mysterium. Oh, speaking of Mysterium and, like, how the Portal Grecon is just accidentally connected to it. Where's my sniper rifle? And some metal slugs, of course. I can maybe opt to go to Grecon, too. That's another option. I'm looking at Mysterium right now because, basically, there's still a lot to do in Mysterium, especially since I've not been there to actually get progress done for a while. They're still also going after King Shroomus some more. But I'd like to maybe end up with some more Shroom Stones before considering it. I'm looking at Mysterium as an option for exploration right now. There's still some mobs to hunt down that I haven't started hunting down yet. There's armor to buy. There's other weapons and staffs to buy. Mysterium's got a lot in it now that I think about it. Haunted castles, engineers that sell you armor, weapons, and staffs. A Lotto Man. Yeah, Mysterium has a lot in it now that I think about it. So let me actually quickly Google that undead troll. Because I remember this guy looking pretty intimidating. Yeah, he does like 12.5 hearts worth of damage. Thankfully he has very little health, but still. He hits for like 25 damage. The undead troll fires 2 different ranged attacks that can deal double damage depending on whether or not the player is sneaking or not sneaking when hit. Blue attacks require the player to be sneaking to take less damage, while red attacks require the player not to be sneaking to take less damage. I remember the undead troll being like a mob that hits pretty damn hard. And I think I remember another mob in Mysterium that's called the Banshee, and that's just making me think Scream Shield right there. I'm thinking Banshee and Scream Shield too. I'm gonna guess both those mobs live in the Haunted Castle. So this troll kinda has me scared, because he's got a really high damage output. Okay, if it really gets that bad, I might just have to fall back on my healing salves. And we're actually really running low on life runes, so I might have to be careful. I might really need to be careful on this one. I'll carry some random blocks on me. I guess it really doesn't matter what blocks I carry. Just any blocks, really. So I'm gonna have quite the inventory on me, basically. Yeah, at least the undead trolls don't have too much health, but that damage output, though, looks really scary. Also, if I can maybe bring more Rosadons to that place, I will. So I'll probably just get like another full stack of Rosadons ready, then just head on in. I just accidentally tore up a carpet. Nice. I do want to quickly do some replanting while we're here. I'm not particularly interested in staying for the lunar event, in all honesty. Not much I can think of that I can really use out of that event right now, so I'll just not really bother with it. Could maybe try and snap up all the Orbulons, but I'd rather just jump into Mysterium and do some more exploration there, since I can now kill quite a few hunter mobs there. That plus I have such good gear, I'm likely going to win most of the fights I get into anyways. I think I can just leave the inventory sort of like this and be okay for the most part. Actually, I think I'm going to be better off keeping it like this. That looks like a pretty reasonable inventory setup for a Mysterium trip. Yeah, armor's in good shape. We can definitely go there. So I think I can maybe bring a shield over into Mysterium. Just to deal with the projectiles from the undead trolls if it really gets that bad. I mean, if I can just deflect those projectiles, then I can just basically hold a shield and block the damage if it really comes to that. So I'll bring a shield in the other hand. I'll have a shield in the offhand for this trip. It's probably going to be a good idea. Okay, I just realized my runes are actually sitting in this chest here where the Rosadons are. I was about to just leave those behind. And then basically not have runes. Yeah, I guess what if I maybe need to fall back on those? What if it gets really bad in there? Hunting down some of the tougher mobs. Yeah, what if they just go really bad hunting the stronger mobs? So I'm just... Okay, so I'm looking at these old coordinates I wrote. I'm looking at my old notes. And there's some interesting stuff going east, so I'm gonna go east. I'm heading east, basically. Looked like there was interesting stuff in that direction, so I'm going east. Besides, like, the obvious portal that stood out immediately. And I will also definitely try for shroom stones from the mobs here. If I get a couple more, then I can just get the rest of the King Shroomus kills to have, like, a golden statue of him and a regular one. And then basically never need to do that again. What was this dome shape here again for? Might not actually get to find out, though. Might not get to find out. They're a spider of some sort. But, yeah, there's just so many mobs here that I can't really stay. It's not like I can stay, there's just so many guys here. Yeah, hence why I brought my healing staffs, because it could just easily get out of hand, like, super quickly, if it wants to, and it's already getting out of hand. I barely even set foot in here, and now it's already starting to get, like, to be too much for me. That's a mushroom. What is even hitting me? What is even hitting me now? Oh, it's this frickin' thing. Yeah, there's basically mobs everywhere right now. And I think I know what's going on. I can barely even deal with it, cuz... And I'm about to run short on health, too. That doesn't help either. And I got drained for, like, a bunch of my health, too. So that also puts me in a pretty bad spot. Now, excuse me while I figure out what to do about all this. See if I can even possibly get this situation under control, because I really don't have the situation on ball right now. I want to try and get this situation under control, but it's looking like it's not going to be easy by any means. Also, the random lag spikes don't help either. And the random enemies that come from nowhere. Those don't help either. Yeah, random lag spikes and random enemies, I can't necessarily deal with all that. Those random lag spikes just make it harder for me to actually hit the right enemy. Yeah, this is a place to farm mushroom spiders for hunt experience and their rare drop, but there's other mobs just interfering with this whole grind. Particularly these guys. Because essentially what that guy does is you hit him, and then he spawns a minion to just defend himself. And then, of course, he tries to run away. And you have to kill the little guy, and not just, like, the minion he summons, otherwise you'll be just doing that forever, basically. Why can't I pick up this heartstone? There we go. So I know those mushroom spiders have, like, a rare drop, basically. Wait, can I maybe just stay down here and kill them? I don't think anything's gonna stop me from doing that. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop me from just picking them off here. Yeah, I know these guys have a rare drop, so I could maybe just stick around here until it shows up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about my inventory just being absolutely filled to the brim with random stuff. Actually, I do want to have random blocks to just build with. So let me take these back out, actually. So I might just make us... Or never mind. I won't make a staircase. I'll just get hit randomly. Wait, do these guys give blindness and poison when they hit you? I think they might, actually. Wow. I think they might actually do that. And it looks like a pretty powerful dose of poison as well. Alright, so I guess never mind what I wanted to do. Yeah, grinding out the mermaids for hunter experience was certainly a lot easier. And all these random lag spikes don't help either. Okay, it's actually poison too. And they give blindness as well. Yeah, I can barely even see these guys. These guys just... I can't even get this thing's interest. I can barely even hold these guys' interests at all. Not before I just randomly lag spike, and then get hit a bunch because of the lag spike. Oh shit, I'm running short on health. They're gonna just drain for... Oh shit, and that lag spike is nasty too. That is a nasty, nasty lag spike. Much better off just killing them down here. Holy shit, they're still hitting me a ton. Also doesn't help I can literally not see 2 feet in front of me. I'm actually gonna get a weapon with a longer reach. Just to make them even easier to pick off without getting hit myself. Yeah, thankfully I can just farm them in the water. Makes them a lot harder to actually reach me because of the water slowing them down. Alright, I think we can move on. We just got the Vivos, so we can leave. I said we can leave, guys. We can leave now. I'll just clear out the rest of these guys, I guess. Once they're dead, I'll just move on out. Yeah, I really don't want to have to stay here that much longer. I got the Vivo, and now I can leave. Or Vivo, however it's pronounced. Alright, so let's just find a nice way out of here. And just obviously put our rare drop in the shulker box. Didn't bring ammo for it, so obviously let's just put it away, basically. So we got the Vivo from Mushroom Spiders. That's now basically permanently out of the way. So now we have to get a move on again and get away from these things. Yeah, they're actually a lot stronger than I thought. Run fast, hit kind of hard, give you poison and blindness upon hitting you. And they move fast, so they tend to just get lots of hits in on you. So I'm gonna go see what other interesting things wait for me in Mysterium. I might be near one of those giant castles at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the castle right there we're looking at. So if I want to be ready for the Banshees inside, I'm gonna want to have a Scream Shield on me. Let's just take a peek in here and see if I'm gonna do alright. Or if I might have made the wrong choice to come here. If I can get a good look-see. Is that another mushroom spider I'm hearing or something? I don't know of any other possible spider-like mobs in this dimension anyways. Could be another spider and I just don't know it yet. I'm not even sure if it's a spider or not. I'm trying to just get a closer look-see, but I got all these other guys attacking me now. So it's not exactly easy to do. That sounds like a Banshee. Probably is. And I guess that's the Banshee. It's certainly loud enough to be one. And has like a powder drop. Still hear a spider somewhere around here. That I literally cannot see. I can hear spiders, but I literally can't see them. I literally cannot see them, but I can hear them. Alright, I got mining fatigue. I can hear these spiders, but I literally can't see them. Are they mushroom spiders, or are they something else entirely? I'm gonna eat some Rosinons and get on the top of the castle and see what's up there. I'll just climb up top and see if there's... see what's going on up here. At least I don't have mining fatigue. I just want to get a better look as to what's actually going on here, because I'm not even sure where the spider noises are coming from now. Not even sure if that could be spiders or what. No, maybe it's these guys. No, I hear spiders. Yeah, these guys hit hard. That cut me for like a lot of health. That cut through a lot of health in just one shot right there. So I guess try and just kill the trolls as fast as possible because they really do hit that hard. Or just deflect the projectiles with shield. That's always so works, by the way. Yeah, I can barely figure out what all this shit is. There's just noises from everywhere, basically. I'm probably gonna get out of here. I don't exactly know what I'm dealing with, so I'm probably not gonna stay. I don't even know where the hell the spiders could be coming from. I'm probably gonna opt not to stay there. I don't even know what the hell I'm exactly getting myself into, so I'm gonna just leave for now. Well, I can always just deflect the projectiles of those guys with a shield and not take any damage no matter what color they are. So I could take full advantage of that. No matter what the color, I'm just not gonna get taking damage at all, basically. Got a couple troll skulls and some ghostly powder. And we'll still have to figure out what those exactly get used in, because I'm not quite sure yet. If I keep going further east, I know I'm going to hit the Lottomans. In other words, that's going to be a place to just basically trade off the tokens I do have. I'll probably just keep some of the metal slugs here for now. And this water bucket. Since I'm no longer really planning to fight banshees in the castle, I'll put the scream shield back out of my hotbar. Yeah, because I vaguely remembered that tidbit about the scream shield. So yeah, there was a lot more to Mysterium that I just glanced over because it sounded really intimidating at first, but of course I've gotten a lot more comfortable with the mod since having really spent a lot of time in here. Might just wait for these guys to come in closer so I can just easily kill them and maybe get some interesting loot off them. Yeah, these guys have a tendency to just find you from a far distance, so I can maybe kill these guys and try and get a shroomstone if I'm really lucky. Or at the very least, end up with tokens that I can spend at a lot of mans later. Yeah, the guys go down very easily, which is nice. Could just maybe keep on collecting their tokens, perhaps. They kind of just come straight to me, so that makes it pretty easy to just take them out from, like, one spot. They have this habit of just coming towards you, even from really far away, so it kind of just works out. Yeah, except I always have to fight, like, multiple mobs at once when I'm here. I can usually never get left alone. Like, I usually have to fight multiple guys at once, which is easier said than done. Right, now, where's my night vision? Must have ran out of it, so let's just drink the next potion and be back on our way, basically. Yeah, you usually have to fight like multiples of guys at once. You can usually never get left alone. These guys seem to be way more common than they should be. I want to get a closer look at this thing. I'm gonna guess this was Lotto Man's. If I can get up here safely. How the hell can I not block his damage? What's going on? Uh-oh, I'm getting drained fast. I'm getting drained really fast. Can I get down here, please? Alright, that's a Lotto Man right there. Part man, part mushroom. What the frick is an animal blaster? I'll probably shoot for the sound cannon first since I'm getting the better deal on it. Someone tell me what an animal blaster is. Well, I guess the tokens are nice. Just trying to see if it's safe to keep placing totems and nothing sneaking up behind it. Yeah, because... yeah, mobs in here have the tendency to sneak up on you and just get cheap shots in on you. So far, I didn't win a sound cannon. Man, I barely have any space to keep, like, anything at this point. Like, my inventory's basically always full at this point. Like, there's just practically always something in it. Hope that kind of remedies the problem a bit. There's basically always something in the inventory. Hopefully I'll go on another long unlucky streak with this lotto reward here. That's a faster way to kill them, apparently. Just let them suffocate in the mushroom block here. I'll probably shoot for this now, actually. See if I end up with this thing instead. Nice. We got an animal blaster. Wait, it's called a camel cannon. Why is it... okay, these... this is called the camel cannon, this is called the animal blaster totem. I'm a little confused. What does this thing look like? Can I at least see myself holding whatever this thing is? What the hell is this? Why is this a thing? What are you expecting to achieve with this? What are you planning to achieve with this thing? Like, what would you do with this? 6 blaster damage. Firing rate 4 fires per second. That's 24 damage per second with a half camel, half blaster. Like, what are you expecting to do with this? Like, just what is this for? Like, so many questions now. This raises so many questions that are just probably not going to go answered, most likely. This raises so many questions, I don't think we'll see answers to them. I don't know why I lag so much here, apparently. So I'm probably going to keep wandering around and just probably hunting down mobs for their Mysterium tokens and maybe also Shroom Stones if I get really lucky. And this guy's just basically ignoring me. I'm trying to get his attention, but he's just not coming. I can't get him to come here, he's just not moving. Right, fine, I guess just go in the water. That guy's just confused, apparently. Yeah, it's really having a lot of trouble running smoothly here. It's lagging so bad that I can't even actually eat anything right now. I'm gonna guess that dome shape right there is probably another mushroom spider spawner. Except I already got their rare drop, so there's basically no reason to return to it. No reason to continue killing those guys at all. And now I'm basically not seeing any hostile mobs anywhere around here. Sometimes there's like mobs everywhere, sometimes you can't find them. I just don't know what it is with this game. I think the fact I'm loading in all new chunks might not be helping with the game running smoothly either. I think I'm probably loading in all new chunks most likely. That is probably a rune shrine. That's a rune shrine. I'm going to take note of that. Because if I want to get to 72 runation, once I get to 65, this is my best option for rune training. This is the best place to go to train it, basically. From 65 to 72. So I'm definitely taking note of this thing. Because that could be an option if I really want to have the runation level for life runes down the road. Okay, I see what looks like some sort of a structure. Let me get a closer look at it. And finally, more mobs to fight. Alright, back to just swarming me, apparently. That looks like a village of sorts. Let's get a closer look at it. I guess I'll just break my way in. Oh, so... this is currency, basically. Whatever Phantasm is. I have Ghostly Powder, but... what about Phantasm? Maybe you craft that from Ghostly Powder and something else? So I could opt to buy that. That's a Fungong right there. That's gotta be one. That's gotta be a Fungong we're looking at. So we're guaranteed a Shroomstone, basically, from that thing. There's no other mob that can just pull you towards it, so that's the Fungong right there, just by process elimination. This guy is just a guy you talk to and does nothing else. I'm running low on health, aren't I? If I can't get these guys off my back, I might. That doesn't help I keep hitting the grass rather than the mobs that are actually, like, potentially a threat here. Also doesn't help I keep hitting the grass. And we also just spotted a Fungong, so we got a free Shroomstone out of that, basically. It's important to kill the little guys after you hit them and they spawn their minion, because otherwise you'll just be chasing them forever, basically. and you'll never get the guys off your back, pretty much. Alright, he's gonna run away, so I gotta chase after him. And also not just hit the grass by accident, and now suddenly there's literally guys everywhere now. And I can't see, like, 2 feet in front of me. There's guys everywhere, and I can't see 2 feet in front of me, so that's just great. They're gonna try and run away, and I'm lagging, and this is so annoying, and I can't hit, and I'm lagging, and I can't hit, and I'm lagging. Oh my god, there's freaking guys everywhere! Holy shit, this is absolute invasion! There's fucking guys absolutely everywhere. I can't see where I'm going. I can't see what I'm doing. I need a night vision potion pronto so I can actually see clearer. They should make hunting down easier. And there's just so many of these guys spawning, I can't keep up. I literally cannot keep up. There's so many fucking guys everywhere, I can't keep up. Like, this is just insane. Like, I'm not getting enough time to actually chase them down. Like, they just run away far enough. I lag and I also hit the grass, so I basically can't do anything about them. Like, I basically cannot get rid of them. And then I go get blindness, which doesn't help either. And then I get freaking blindness. Hopefully they're just gone now and I can actually explore the village in peace. Also doesn't help I freaking get blindness half the time as well. Oh great, this guy's still alive. Doesn't help I keep going blind, I can barely see where he runs off to. Those are the runic golems. If I need more rune stones, but I have to double check to see if I really need more. If I do, I know how to hunt them down, but I'd have to check to see if I really do need more of those rune stones. I don't remember needing those to basically just buy a realm travel ticket, but that's just long behind me, basically. So wasn't there another guy to talk to somewhere around here? Okay, here he was. Rune stone. Runic leggings. So I will have to find rune stones. So I do need rune stones, actually, to buy all the armor in this place. Yeah, this could certainly be a long grind. Rune stones that come from these guys if you kill them correctly. Wait, I can't even fucking stop to do anything. I just get attacked all the time. Yeah, I have an idea, but I'd like to actually have time to try and implement it. Like, I'd like to have time to actually just stop and breathe for a bit, but I basically never get it here. And another guy's attacking me. And this place is just such a mess now. Trying to just clear out this water. Trying to clear this water out in peace, but these guys just aren't letting me do so. The mobs that keep flying towards me just aren't letting me. So I want to kind of kill more runic golems, because I know I'm going to need the rune stones eventually. So I might just get to work on that right now, actually. Just going to make sure the coast is clear, and then I might try for the runic golems here. I might try for these guys again. Except there's so many of them, I don't quite know how I'm going to do this. As soon as I break this block, they'll all just start chasing right after me, basically. So I'm wondering how I'm actually going to even consider doing this. I've given them just already too much time to spawn and group up in a massive army. So I don't know how we're going to do this. Okay, this guy at least. Just in case he distracts me again. Probably could have done without killing him, but... And the runic golems aren't even paying attention to me anymore. Alright, I seem to have lost their attention. No, I haven't lost them. Okay, so they do come in here, thankfully. Unfortunately, these aren't the runestones I need to just buy the armor with. These are a different runestone type. But I can just get as many of these as I need to actually kill the runic golems. Yeah, because it's not exactly a straightforward process you take to kill these guys off. Unfortunately, it's not straightforward. So if I want to actually start grinding out the runic stones off the runic golems, then I need to pick up as many of these as possible. Because in their current state, they can't be dealt any damage. So I need to disable the shield, and these runestones I'm getting as drops are involved in that. Like the dark blue one specifically. Yeah, audio died out again. Thankfully it hasn't done that in a long time. It's just, I don't know what it is about Mysterium that this game can seem to like not handle at all. Like, this game literally can't handle Mysterium for whatever reason. And I still doubt this will help turn that... I just save and quit for absolutely no reason. Like I was about to say, turn down that down to 5 probably won't change much. Wait. Did I just find like some sort of a life hack to killing these guys? Wait a minute, let me test this theory out. I think it might be faster to kill them the intended way, but this seems to work. I think it's probably still be faster to kill them the intended way. Because when you save and quit your world, and then when you basically just reload it, they lose their shields. You were intended to actually just get the dark blue stones, bring them to the center of the arena, turn them into runic bombs, throw them at the gold, get rid of their shields, but you can also just actually save and quit and then reload the world to make them lose their shields. Apparently. So that's another way of killing them, if you don't want to actually do it the intended way for whatever reason. In case maybe you're really having trouble, you could take that as like a way out. Okay, am I safe up here, or am I gonna get attacked by... Yeah, I'm gonna get attacked. I'm trying to just get some runic bombs, but... I also just want to see what these guys have to say about it. And I really don't want to get knocked into a giant pile of runic golems by some other random mob just getting a cheap shot in. So I'm trying to just actually sneak across, trying to sneak slowly but surely across this pile of runic golems, and there's a mob making a lot of noise. Thankfully I don't think he can hit me. It's one of the flying bats that could probably just knock you down to this pit. But I'm just worried about. Sick. Very likely something could just sneak in and knock me in the pit. So I can safely just turn all those dark blue runestones to runic bombs. These will disable the shield these guys have. Trying something tricky here. I think I found a trick to killing these runic golems. Found a way to safely get the shields. Wait, so where's the water pool I lured them into? Again. I'm trying to lure a bunch of these guys into the water, but they're not coming. Holy fucking lag spike. Alright, this guy's now following me. Yeah, another thing to just annoy the shit out. Oh, lag spike. Yet another thing to just annoy the shit out of me. And now I've lost these guys again, or maybe I haven't lost them. So that runic bomb disables his shield. And when shield comes back, you have to just throw another runic bomb at it to get rid of it. But it seems like you can actually just save and quit your world, and then just reload the world and their shields are gone for a bit. So you basically don't have to get the runic bomb. Just save and quit over and over again to actually kill them. Yeah, that actually does seem to work. Though I think it's faster to actually have all the runic bombs, but it's a little exploit that I just figured out is possible, apparently. Yeah, that exploit's possible. What are these lag spikes even, though? These are just unreal. Okay, you can disable multiple shields at once, apparently, which is nice. Because I know for a fact if I want to buy the runic armor, I actually get these guys to just drop the runestones, otherwise I'm not getting it. Oh my god, I'm getting drained by this guy up here. He's literally just draining me, and I'm lagging. I'm really, really lagging here. So I'm gonna kill the guy up here so he stops just hitting me. Because he's just gonna drain me for all my health if I just ignore him. And yes, it's a lot safer to kill these guys in the water. Since they basically move while they're in the water. A lot safer to do it here. 7 runestones, we still need like plenty more of these. Yeah, we're lagging just so much in here. Yeah, everywhere else it just ran much smoother. So I don't know what it is about Mysterium the game can't handle. I'm gonna just bring these guys back down here where they're a lot easier to take out since they move very slowly. Throw the bomb for fuck's sake! Is it lagging that bad that I can't even throw a bomb anymore? Like, I can't even throw projectiles. This is lagging so bad. He's gonna come over here or not? We're doing this or not? Lag spike. I would have hit him for sure if it wasn't lagging so bad. Come on, stop lagging. Game, stop lagging. Could maybe stay up here to hunt these guys down, even though it's a lot safer to just go back in the water, usually. Especially when you got multiples attacking you. I think it's pretty risky when there's just a giant group chasing after you. I know 2's not really a group, but certainly already a lot more than 1, too. Holy mother of lag. Holy mother... Oh my... Oh, go, 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 go! Get in the fucking water! Oh my god, holy mother of lag. Holy mother of lag. Alright, that nearly just killed me because the lag was so bad. The lag was just so bad I nearly died. Because I literally couldn't move properly. It was so choppy, I literally couldn't move. I nearly just died. Yeah, I just hate it when I have absolutely no control over this. Like, if I die, it's probably because of lag that's so bad I can't control it. Like, I don't think I'd be able to really die to anything else. What's shooting at me? Oh, that thing is shooting at me. Like, it's probably gonna be lag so bad I can't do anything about it. Like, now I can't even hit this guy. It's so bad. Right, something's shooting at me. Just why they gotta be so sneaky about it? Why they always have to be so sneaky? I have 13 of those rune stones. I can buy some runic leggings right now if I wanted to. I could just buy those right now if I wanted. Might want to consider heading back soon. You know, we're only gonna have so many night vision potions to work with, if that's right. Alright, what is that? Besides another of those guys. Also doesn't help, there's just literally grass everywhere. It makes it hard to see actually what's going on. There's grass, there's lag. And I can't even fucking touch this guy, he's just running away and it's lagging. Like, it's just run so poorly right now. Like, the game's just running so choppily. Like, it just doesn't run smooth at all now. Like, I just keep dropping frames, and it actually nearly gets me killed half the time. Like, it just drops frames for like a second or so, and then I'm basically just stuck doing nothing for a second, then I'm almost dead. Because it's like a lot of time in this mod. Like, a second and a half is like a lot of time in this. That just gives like whatever is hitting you a lot of time to actually just get in damage. Now, can I get this guy to come down here, or is he... No, he's just not coming. He is literally not gonna come. He is not coming. He is literally not coming down. He's just not coming down. I literally can't get him to come here. He's literally not budging at all. He's just not budging. He simply won't budge. I'll just have to simply take him down like that. He just simply will not budge. Alright, so where's the arms dealer? Where's the guy with the armor? If I can find him again, the guy with the armor, where is he? Provided nothing else finds me first. Oh, of course, I'm gonna get found first. I can't even throw my runic bombs at him. I can't even throw these at him. It just lags so bad I can't even throw them at him. Like, I right-click to toss it and nothing happens because the lag is just so bad. Like, it's just so responsive right now. Like, half the time it's just so unresponsive, it's not even funny. Right, what's gonna maybe try and attack me now? Gorb Engineer. I'm gonna buy these and just leave. So I ideally want to be going west to leave at this point. What's attacking me now? Yeah, did you just see it, like, freeze completely there for half a second? That's what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes, like, the game just freezes for a bit of time, but... Ow? I did not even see this thing at all. I don't know why, but it just ran so much smoother in most other dimensions. Here, it can barely run smoothly at all. I don't know what it is about Mysterium that's making it struggle so much. It's struggling indeed. Hope I can at least make it out of here. Hopefully it's not so bad that I can't even leave. I'll probably get more of those lotto tokens later, perhaps. I have no idea what's making this game struggle so much to even run at all. Especially when it comes to Mysterium. It handles most other dimensions just fine, actually. Mysterium... Like, it just runs so choppily in Mysterium, I don't know what it is. And that's another of those runic golem places, if I want to even bother with those right now. Get the sword out, and the sword's not doing anything because of the lag. Now I can't even cast the Caillou staff properly. Yeah, not to mention these guys just spawn like so frequently, it's ridiculous. So you gotta be careful not to just fall down where all the runic golems are, because they're gonna just tear you to shreds. Especially if you can't get it out of the arena in time, then you're most likely certainly gonna go down. I'll just turn those to runic bombs for later use. Nice safe way of doing it is just build above them and then just from above make the runic bombs by right clicking on that thing in the middle. Don't go in the arena, just go on top of it basically. Much safer doing that. I can't hit them! It's lagging so much I can't hit them! Why can't I hit them? Oh great, that's gonna just fly into me as well. I might never get out of here at this rate. Alright, so what's happening now? Any way to get this guy to come down here? He's just gonna camp up there. He's probably gonna camp. I'll just have to knock him down. Or just actually knowing him, knock him down. There we go. Now I can just melee him to death. I might need a better computer if I really want to consider pursuing the rest of Mysterium at this rate. Because this is anything but what I was expecting. Not to mention I cleaned the computer out a while ago and everything, and still... just struggling so much with actually having Mysterium run smoothly. It's making combat a real pain in the ass when ideally it shouldn't be. Like, a bunch of my attacks just end up failing. Also doesn't help there's grass everywhere. I can just hit instead of, like, the stuff I need to kill that's possibly going to kill me if I can't kill it fast enough. Still trying to just grab whatever I can before I'm ready to leave. That looks like another sort of village. Let me get a closer look at it. Or maybe I shouldn't, because I'm really running low on time with my night vision potion here. Can I maybe just take note of these villages as I find them? Maybe just come back here when I actually have more potions on me. I don't know if I'm actually looking at my last one. Yeah, what's... Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Fine. Alright, fine, I'm just gonna ignore you. Try and ignore you and just run off here. I'll try to ignore them and leave, but they're not budging, apparently. They're really not budging. I'll try and just ignore them, but they're really hitting hard. Like, I want to see what the rest of this guy's... I want to see what the rest of these guys' trades are, but I literally can't because there's just too many mobs chasing me. Like, I'm gonna have to fight for when I actually see his trades, but I don't got time for that. I'm gonna run out of night vision potion very soon, so I don't have time for that. I'll just have to come back to him later when I have more night vision, perhaps, when the computer's just running better. That would be like another nice bonus. Thus, just making the fighting that much easier. Yeah, having the fights be easier would also certainly help. And also having, like, a proper amount of food, because I'm almost out. Also doesn't help, I'm nearly out of food. Well, I did get some stuff to basically show for this trip in Mysterium, at least. Got a few things to show. Trying to see if there's anything worth picking up here that I might not have grabbed yet, but it's probably not the case. Probably picked up all that dropped, most likely. At least we're getting close to just sort of getting out of here. I'll have to death warp out, but I'm not that far from an ender chest, so I can kind of just huck it on over to that chest. Except being attacked from all angles still, apparently. That's another village right there, it looks like. I can maybe just take a quick peek in here, that would be nice. Nightmare bow. Fires 2 arrows. Oh, so I'll need 20 runic stones to buy this thing. I have to figure out how to get nightmare flakes and the phantasm itself. Alright, so I'm gonna cast Caillou Staff because I really don't trust these guys. I really don't trust the mobs here. That guy's one trade. I really do not trust the mobs here at this point. So, south ideally we go. Running short on health. Not even sure if I'll be able to rely on hearthstones. So we're actually right next to an ender chest at this point, which is good. We can now use the ender chest if we wish to do so. So this is ideal. Now we can just start putting all our stuff away so we can get ready to death warp, basically. That plus I also want to quickly burn through the levels I have, so they're not just basically wasted. Let's just quickly use them up. if we get any useful books. Actually, I'll take the boxes out of the way so I can get better enchantments. Well, maybe I could have just taken the protection too. I will take that though. I'll just get whatever enchantments I can get out of this quick enchanting spree, because I don't want to just have the levels that I brought to Mysterium be permanently wasted. I think we used up almost all of them at this point. So what are the good books I got out of this enchanting trip? I got that, so that we're keeping for sure. That also might help a bit. The rest I probably don't need to keep. So we will bring this stuff with us back, and the rest we can kind of just leave behind. I'll take the essence, since we can. I'll take the realm stone out. I'll take a bunch of the other stuff with me, since now I actually have room to just play with it. Now we unequip the armor to just bring that back to Overworld as well. Looks like I'm basically unequipped and all my stuff's in the shulker boxes that'll just go straight back to the Overworld. I know I have to death warp to leave because this portal's still broken. Instead of taking you back to the Overworld, that's taking you to Grekon. And I don't know how to make that stop doing so, so I have to just take a death. Doesn't matter to what, but I have to die to leave. But that's all my stuff saved still. Of course we get to keep our stuff, because I can just basically smuggle it all through with the ender chest and shulker boxes. So we do get to keep everything. Alright, so that was a really interesting Mysterium trip. Frustrating because it could have been a lot less laggy, but progress was made. We got this Vivo thing, or is it a Vivo? We got the camel cannon or animal blaster, whatever it's called. We got some of these things. I got a piece of armor, but I have to complete the full set eventually. And grinding out the rest of these runestones should not take too long. I think I found a bug that just basically bypasses the requirement to get the runic bombs to kill the runic golems. If you save and quit your world, and then just reload it, the world starts with the golems not having their shields, and as soon as their shields come back up, you can just save and quit again. Even though it's probably still quicker to actually just kill them the intended way. But just so you know, that's possible too. So let's see if that gets fixed in maybe like a later version of the mod. Because I think they're just gonna push out like 3.2 very soon, and I don't know if anyone is aware of that issue. So you might only really see that in like the next major revision. Alright, I didn't use up too many life runes, thankfully. And I still have to try and get that sound cannon. So I will need more of these tokens. I got one shroom stone from a fungung, which is nice. So I could try and maybe use up all these and actually get a golden king shroomus statue, or I could maybe just do that later when I have even more shroom stones. Because I don't feel like really fighting shroomus now. But it did end up with a couple more things to show off. How do you get Phantasm, I wonder? As in the item called Phantasm. Dropped by phantoms. Okay, so it's a drop from a hunter mob in Mysterium. Troll skulls come from undead trolls. There's also something called Nightmare Flakes, and I don't quite know where those come from either. I'm gonna guess that's maybe another mob drop. Dropped by nightmare spiders. Okay, so there's another type of spider that's not the mushroom one in Mysterium. So, Nightmare Spider drops Nightmare Flakes. It is advised to stay out of melee range of this mob. I can see why. I made some pretty powerful mobs for these, like Mysterium. Yeah, they have some pretty powerful mobs in these haunted castles, despite their low hunter level requirements. You should see how hard the undead trolls hit. They hit, like, for 12.5 hearts of damage. It's crazy. Especially considering their low hunter level requirement. I think it's like 28 or something. I know it's definitely not above 30. And yes, they really do hit that hard. Hence why I brought a shield with me to Mysterium. This shield specifically I brought. Hence why I brought that shield with me. Might have to repair the armor soon, since it took quite a beating in Mysterium. There were a lot of mobs just attacking me. Mysterium can be a pretty hectic place, especially if you're just not well prepared. The poison could do a number on you, but I brought some extra methods of healing just to make sure it wouldn't get too out of hand, and it didn't, thankfully. Though I nearly did die on a couple occasions, but I still ultimately got out in one piece. Yeah, if you don't have a good computer, I'd advise staying out of Mysterium. What? Okay. This Enderman is in my house. Not anymore. That guy just got in my house somehow. And I got one of the funniest looking guns you'll probably ever see in this in Minecraft, period. I got one of the silliest looking guns ever. I got the camel cannon. It's a camel-shaped blaster. Yeah, it's a gun that someone probably fixed like a dead camel corpse onto. I must not have enough energy left to continue firing it. Obviously I don't. Yeah, blasters consume energy, which is like that number up there in the middle that's slowly going up. That's like the yellow stat right there. The one with the lightning bolt. That's energy. Camel cannon. That's certainly silly. And I got this thing called the Vivo. It's a surprisingly... Okay, it doesn't look that small. It just looks really small in the inventory, this thing. That's another shotgun, apparently. You need 70 hunter to kill the mob to drop it. And I think it's like a 1 in 100 chance to actually end up with it. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Vivo, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so how did World 5 Castle go? Good, bad, ugly? Yeah, I think it's safe to say my trip is basically over here. And I got some extra books. Except I don't quite know where to put them, so I'll keep them in a shulker box for now anyway. don't quite know exactly where to put these. Oh, my pickaxe is in here. And now it's just running much smoother now that I'm no longer in Mysterium. It's just... my computer's having trouble handling running Mysterium smoothly, apparently. But yeah, we did make some progress in there. Still have a lot more items to go by, but we're definitely making progress in that place. So I might either go back to Christevia later and just do more gemstone finding and trading, or I could go back to Mysterium to continue grinding out the resources there. So it's going to be probably either one of those next stream, most likely. I think we can probably save Grekon for later.